I'll be giving you guys an in-depth look at our 2004 Cadillac Escalade. My wife and I have recently been in the market for a full-size SUV, and we came across this one locally online, and it's an absolute cream puff. It is so hard to find these things that have not been completely ragged out. And even in 2025, the GMT 800 platform SUVs offer an incredible value. We absolutely love it. This is what I grew up with. I've driven a ton of these things over the years, like Tahoes, Yukons, Escalades, so on and so forth. But obviously, back in the day, the Escalade was it. It's the one everybody wanted. It's the one that I dreamed of having one day. And it probably sounds weird to some, dreaming to have a 20-some-odd-year-old vehicle, but this is awesome. I absolutely love this thing. And I'm going to explain why we came to purchasing one of these versus something newer and all that fun stuff. But of course, as with all of my reviews, I'm going to cover all of the ins and outs of the Escalade. I'm going to take it on a thorough drive and get some sound clips. It's going to be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start her up and let her run. In the early 2000s, Cadillac had literally reinvented itself. Once primarily a maker of mainly large luxury sedans, the brand expanded to broaden its vision and its lineup by debuting the mid-size CTS sedan and the second-generation Escalade. From 2003 on, the Escalade was offered in three variants: a standard wheelbase, a long wheelbase, and a long wheelbase truck. The latter two, referred to as the ESV and EXT, shared their foundations with the Chevrolet Suburban and Chevrolet Avalanche. With the Escalade, Cadillac would become a leader in the luxury SUV market. It also represented a starting point for Cadillac's product renaissance by attracting customers that were about 12 years younger on average than their traditional customer base. The first generation Escalade was basically an up-badged GMC Yukon Denali. The second generation shared a core design with the other GMT 800 platform SUVs, but it was a massive upgrade over its predecessor that better represented what it meant to be a Cadillac, with exclusive styling, interior appointments, and features. It was an instant hit with professional athletes, musicians, movie stars, and automotive enthusiasts. The second generation was launched for the 2002 model year, reflecting Cadillac's new art and science design philosophy in a grand way. It was also the first vehicle to wear the brand's newly designed wreath and crest. Found throughout the vehicle, the logo was simpler, cleaner, and more modern. The grille, which echoed the shape of the Cadillac crest, was inspired by Cadillac's Evoque concept car and had a contemporary, high-tech look with a satin nickel finish and chrome accents. Large, sparkling halogen headlamps created a jewel-like appearance and were controlled by an automatic Twilight Sentinel system. They also incorporated the turn signals, parking lights, and programmable daytime running lights. In 2003, the headlamps were upgraded with xenon high-intensity discharge lighting for better illumination at night. The front fascia incorporated two recessed tow hooks and rectangular halogen fog lamps. If a front license plate wasn't needed, a body color filler panel was available to install. The rear step bumper neatly shrouded a standard trailer hitch. Protective body-colored cladding extended the vehicle's shear lines into the side quarter panels and lower body. In the rear, the cladding flowed down for extra body protection against stones. Integrated body color running boards completed the look. Along with the color-keyed fascias, cladding, and running boards, you had body-colored side view mirrors and color-keyed luggage rack end caps for a smooth monochromatic appearance. Bright chrome highlighted the rails of the Escalade's unique luggage rack and door pull handles. The large side view mirrors are heated and incorporated into the driver's seat memory program system. They also incorporate signal indicators and a power folding feature if needed. Puddle lamps automatically illuminate the area around the vehicle when the door is opened, keyless entry is used, or when an interior light is activated. The Escalade also had a unique diamond-shaped center high-mounted stop lamp, and the exhaust was fitted with an oval stainless steel tip. 2003 was a pivotal year for the second-generation Escalade as it introduced a plethora of equipment and interior updates. It also marked the introduction of the ESV. In 2004, changes mainly pertained to equipment shuffling. For example, XM satellite radio became standard, as did second-row bucket seats. The second-row bench seat became a no-charge option. Beginning in 2004, buyers could also opt for both a sunroof and rear seat entertainment. In the past, you had to pick one or the other. For an extra measure of safety, a new tire pressure monitoring system was also added. The 2004 Escalade was offered with a choice of 6 exterior colors, with this example being finished in white diamond, which was a $995 option. Additional tweaks and improvements were made through the 2005 and 2006 model years before making way for the third generation that would debut for the 2007 model year. The starting price for a standard wheelbase 2004 Escalade was around $52,635 when fitted with two-wheel drive and a 5.3-liter V8, or $55,535 when fitted with all-wheel drive and a 6-liter V8. This example would have had a total MSRP, including destination, of around $57,750, with the only two options of significance, aside from being a 6-liter with all-wheel drive, is the premium paint and optional chrome wheels. The GMT 800 platform SUVs have seen a significant rise in popularity in recent years for their durability and general simplicity, especially 2003 through 2006 models. With these SUVs being 20 years old, most examples have super high miles or have been used and abused. You can still get a decent deal on one with low-ish miles, but it's getting harder and harder as time goes by. Super low mileage examples are even reaching into the $20,000 range, which is just wild to see. My wife and I were considering a wide range of newer SUVs, but between the prices of things nowadays and questionable longevity, looking at something older like this made more sense for us, being that I typically work on my own stuff. We ended up buying this example from a private seller for $7,800, with just under 115,000 miles on it. It was a fair deal considering the mileage and overall condition. Before shooting this video, I did a thorough reconditioning that involved fixing a few things, detailing inside and out, replacing the front and rear emblems, and more. Of course, it's not perfect, and there's still some things that I want to spruce up and fix here and there, but so far, it's been a great SUV. The best part is that it's paid off, not rusty, parts are pretty easy to get without breaking the bank, and for the most part, it's pretty easy to work on. In 2004, the Escalade lineup, aside from the ESV Platinum Edition, had two 17 by 7-inch wheel options, both of which shared the same 7-spoke design. Machine-finished alloy wheels were standard. Chrome wheels were an additional $795. Both wheel styles were originally wrapped in 265/70 Goodyear touring tires that provided a good balance between ride, handling, and traction needs. Our Escalade was recently fitted with Cooper all-terrain tires, which have a more aggressive tread pattern for better grip off pavement. They're a little noisier, most noticeably at lower speeds, but it's not too bad. The ESV Platinum Edition was fitted with an exclusive set of 20 by 9-inch 9-spoke chrome wheels. Additional 20-inch wheel options became available across the rest of the lineup in 2005. Four-wheel, internally ventilated power disc brakes were standard, along with an advanced analog braking system. The front discs spanned about 12 inches, while the rear discs spanned about 13 inches. All discs were clamped down by twin-piston calipers. Braking performance is pretty good overall. It's a hydroboost system, so rather than relying on engine vacuum to provide power assistance, it's a hydraulically powered system that's tied into the power steering fluid circuit. Pedal feel is on the soft side and doesn't have as strong of an initial bite as some newer SUVs I've driven, but it certainly does the job. It was also a big improvement over the first generation, which had discs in the front with single piston calipers and drums in the rear. The mechanical park and brake is foot operated. There's a lever on the lower left side of the dash. All-speed traction control with brake and engine intervention was standard. The second generation Escalade combined some of the world's leading automotive technologies for its day. Perhaps the most notable is GM's StabiliTrak system, which improved stability and traction on all road surfaces and all speeds. Previously only available on GM luxury vehicles and sports cars, StabiliTrak combined sophisticated sensors that tapped into the suspension, steering, analog braking, and traction control systems, constantly measuring steering angle, wheel speeds, brake pressure, lateral and longitudinal acceleration, and yaw rate, otherwise known as the vehicle rotation rate, such as when cornering. StabiliTrak helped move the vehicle where the driver pointed it, responding to understeer or oversteer in mere tenths of a second. It compared the driver's intended path with the vehicle's actual path and selectively adjusted engine torque and any of the four brakes to help bring the vehicle back under control. With StabiliTrak also came GM's computer-controlled road sensing suspension, a fully automatic system that improved body stability, ride comfort, trailering performance, wheel control, and overall handling under all load conditions. The road sensing suspension used electrically controlled shock absorbers, 4 electronic wheel position sensors, a steering angle sensor, brake signals, and a computer control module. The shocks were large-bore 46mm monotube dampers with an integral 2-state electric solenoid valve. Using sensors and vehicle inputs, the module adjusted the damping function on all 4 shock absorbers independently in real time, monitoring each input 1,000 times per second. Through a complex software algorithm, it computed the individual shock demand for each wheel to optimize vehicle handling and ride performance at that instant in time. Steering, braking, and acceleration inputs, which can help anticipate impending roll, lift, and dive, further enhance the system. When driving on surfaces that generate frequent wheel